was a time in my life where I was so broke and broken that I couldn't feed my young son. And I remember thinking, like telling myself every day what a loser I was because I was so broke, couldn't see a way out, even though I had good education and was working at good corporate jobs, I wasn't making it. And I know now that it was a result of a severe lack-based mindset. But at the time, I was comparing myself. I had really low self-confidence, didn't love myself at all. All of these tick words that we know, like in our heart of hearts, that's important. But the thing that was bothering me the worst of it all was that I was a mom and I wasn't able to take care of my son well. And I actually went out for a walk to plan my suicide because of that issue of how I couldn't buy things. I felt like we all know that there's resources now, but at that time, my mindset wasn't there. And I went out to plan my suicide, thinking that the world would be better, particularly my son would be better off without me. And during that walk, I encountered a miracle, and that miracle was actually a reset of my mind, a momentary like Control-Alt-Delete that allowed me to realize that my journey with my son as a mother and my journey of desiring success and wealth as a woman was different. And if I could get to celebrate that difference and honor that right from the beginning and get rebooted into that, I would be like successful and fulfilled and live in what I call real wealth. So I started like on that journey, and everything's changed today. And now I am just really, really passionate about supporting women, supporting you to know that you have a journey of success, and in the feminine world it is different. And if you celebrate those differences, you will go farther faster, you'll be connected with other women, your heart space will be great, and you'll have what I call real wealth, which is it's joy, it's happiness, it's great relationships, it's a sense of purpose. It is money, it's luxury, it's pleasure. All of that stuff for women ends up being real wealth. And if we can put that together as a package and work for that, it's so much better for us than seeking out to like win every competition. And that's kind of the male model. And to do it and just work on money and all that. Money is important. But for women, it has to be part of the picture. So I want to talk for just, I'm going to just tell you 3 or 4 things to look at that are really important for the feminine success journey and how it's different. And I want you to comment here on whether you agree or disagree and what you think about this. So first of all, women are relational creatures. If you think about what we were doing back in the dawn of time, I mean, really think about it right now. What were we doing at the dawn of time? I call it when the dinosaurs roamed the earth, but my sister told me I shouldn't say that because there really weren't people there then. So anyway, the dawn of time, you know, a long time ago, what were we women doing together? We were cooking together, we were raising children together, we were together in sort of a camp situation, making sure people grew up, making sure we were creating clothes, creating together, being together. And so women need and want relationships. In fact, if I even say the word to you right now, collaboration, or partnerships, that probably relaxes you more than me saying the word money, because it's part of our natural, our DNA. It's actually in our bones and our sinews and our muscles that we have from time on been together. And now in the different world, the competitive world, the male dominated world of success, it's not. It's more of a journey telling you to do it all yourself. And that's why we're overwhelmed. That's why we're stressed out. We need each other. We need collaboration. So that's point number one about how we are different. Our journey of success is different. And it's really important for you to be thinking about that as you put together your plan for having real wealth, money, the business you love, all of that kind of stuff. Secondly, it's also part of the relationship part, the collaboration part, is we have to have core relationships to be okay. We are not going to leave our family. Our family is super important. And I told you my story of my son not being able to eat. And that is the one thing that I got really connected with. And it was part of why I wanted to not be on this earth anymore, because it was so important to me that I be in family, that I was a good family. And women are not going to leave that. I have heard other gurus, and I don't know if you have either yourself, say, these are guys, if you could get $2 billion, would you leave everything, leave your family and everything to go do that? And the guys will say to each other, heck yes, let's go. But what we know in our women hearts is that, one, we would be the ones at home taking care of things so they could. And two, we wouldn't do that. Friendships are really important to us. Connection is really important to us. Family is really important to us. I want you to honor that as part of your journey and actually make that part of your business plan. How do you need to foster relationships along with also business collaborations, but making sure family is part of your story. You will not do well without it. The third thing about women that's really, really important in our success journey is our use of intuition. Intuition is that place in your heart, like connection to your heart and your gut, that you get these messages, and you've probably experienced there's times where you didn't listen to it because we're told to be logical, to be rational, and we didn't listen, and so then mistakes happened or it didn't turn out the right way. So leading our businesses and being involved with intuition and what our sixth sense is saying to us is so important. And it's a difference in what we're taught in terms of the usual business world on how to grow your business and how to even grow yourself personally. All right. The last thing I'm going to talk about here is a real permissive thing. We are really bad receivers as women. Anybody identify with that? I mean, we are taught to give to others, and it is part of our soul as well that we want our families to do well. I just said that. We want to be in relationships, and so sometimes that gets like sort of pushed over to the other side, and we leave ourselves out of the picture. And so we're really bad at receiving. And if we want to really get wealthy and really live in real wealth, and I'm talking again about joy, happiness, money, a great business, good relationships, luxury, all of that kind of pleasure, we have to be able to receive as women. So that is a different attitude than many of the male-dominated experiences are, because there's kind of this sense of go do it all yourself, go take care of it, and we're already receiving anyway because we're the guys, right? That's what we get to do. But women are not so good at it. So you need to learn how to put your hands out, have people help you, ask for help. And that's part of collaboration and partnership. And receive money, receive love for yourself, receive love from other people, give to yourself. Self-care, all of that is receiving. And I know it's pushing something in you right now because it's the truth for many, many of us. The last thing I'm going to talk about right now is the idea of how we sell. And all of us, to have successful businesses, to have income, to have wealth, whether we work in a corporate setting still when we're doing something there, or we're developing our own business, which is most of the people that I talk to is women entrepreneurs who want to build to millions and billions, we have to be able to sell. And the model for selling that we've been taught is a male model. And it is, it's more of influence. It's more of maybe a little bit of like pushing, of, kind of like showing your point of view, those kind of things. And that's really uncomfortable for us as women. What we want to do is relational selling. So we need to be involved, going back to our need for collaboration, relationship, all of that stuff. The best way for us to sell is develop relationships first, let go of those messages that we've received that you have to push, and actually be more in permission and connection and creating receiving. All right. So I just wanted to share those perspectives with you today and get you really excited about your journey as a woman. It's different. In fact, I am creating a project. It's called, I'm putting on a project. It's bringing together other women who talk about this stuff together often, who are experts, who live around the world. And we're calling it Creating the Feminine Economy. And that project is about celebrating the way that women move forward in connection with each other, collaboration with each other, and build what I call real wealth, no matter what is happening in all the society of the recessions, maybe sickness, whatever's going on, that our real wealth, our money, our connection, what we've put together, how we work together, our sense of self and our happiness and joy can be there no matter what's going on. I would love it. We have a button below for you to join in to the Feminine Economy Project. Tune in. It kicks off on May 8th. All day long, there's going to be people speaking, but you can also get the videos later, and you can also be connected in live events that are occurring around the country. So I'd love for you to click below and find out about that, and really leave me your comments. And if this really spoke to you, stay tuned in. We're going to keep talking about this. I'm going to keep talking about this. A group of women of us are going to be talking about this and feeding each other and loving each other in that deep relationship that we all know is important to us. And by the way, celebrate yourself, celebrate your family, celebrate that need for you to be there for people and in friendship, and get into relational selling. We're going to teach you more about that. I'll put another video out about all this stuff. But I wanted to get the conversation going, and I'd love your comments. And if you like what you've heard, please subscribe, share this with somebody else, and hit the like button. I'm Paula Bullen. I'm a master business and mindset coach. And there's also, if you want to talk to me further, you can certainly link up with me there in the feed here down below. There's a way to hook up with me there too as well. Take care.